Hello there. Today I'm going to be updating Firefox through group policy. I want to show you Firefox by clicking Tools, Help, and About Firefox. You can see that I'm running currently version 3.0.14. This is a Windows 7 machine joined to the domain. Here's the domain controller. I'm going to be updating Firefox to version 3.5 through group policy. This is a feature that's available on Server 2003, although it's going to work a little bit different. I'm doing this on Server 2008. It's available on Server 2000 as well, although Microsoft doesn't really support that. So I want to go to Admin Tools and Group Policy Management. I've also created a shared folder on the computer. This is important so that all machines can access it, so that they can access the Microsoft installer file. That's an MSI for Microsoft installer. That's what you'll require to do this, and it's in this programs folder. I shared it by going to Properties and the Sharing tab, and click the Share button. I can add a user here, and then I gave them read permissions. If you're doing this on a Server 2003 or on Server 2000, then you're going to have to add them to the Security tab, give them read permissions, and your Sharing tab is actually going to look more like, well, your Sharing tab is going to look a little different. I can't really show it to you here in Server 08, but the idea is you just add the everyone to the sharing, and then make them able to read it. So this is the Group Policy Management Console. In Server 03 or Server 2000, you can access group policy through Active Directory users and computers, or you can see the same view that I am with adminpack.msi. That is, can't remember what it's called. Just Google adminpack.msi, and you'll actually find it. It's very similar to the remote server administration tools on Server 2008, which is available for Vista or Windows 7. I'll save that. Okay, so I'm going to make a new group policy object. Right click, new group policy object. I'm going to call this Firefox 3.5. Now, I want to not make this available for everyone. I want to remove authenticated users, and I want to add administrators. And then I want to edit this group policy. What this is going to do, this is new for Server 2008. It's only administrators will be able to have Firefox installed on their machine with this group policy. That's what that little field there does. And that is new to Server 2008. So I want to edit this. Now I can choose Computer Configuration, Policies, Software Settings, right click, New Package. I'll just choose that. Now I can choose Assigned or Advanced on the computer settings, because Published would mean that they would get a choice of whether or not to install it, but a computer is not going to choose whether or not to install it. So on a computer I just get Assigned. That means it will automatically install the program. And then Advanced gives me more features. But we're not going to do this on the computer, we're going to do it on the user. So User Configurations, Policies, Software Settings, right click, New Package. The package should be stored at a shared folder so that it's accessible from the network by everybody. So at that point you should put in / the server of the machine, the name of the server I mean, /, and then it should show your shared folders on that machine, so programs, and then /, and then it's in the 3.5 folder, and it actually is the same thing that it opened up to a minute ago, but you can see that in the path it shows network, the name of the machine, the folder, and the folder. Now I can publish it, which means that users will have the choice to come and get the program if they want it. I can assign it, which means that it will be forced upon users. And then I can do advanced. I'm going to eventually do assigned, but I'm going to do some advanced options as well. Okay. So, deployment, I want assigned. I want to uninstall this application when it falls out of scope of management, and that's actually what I have on the group policy of 3.0. I want to install this application at logon. I can click the upgrade tabs and add a upgrade, and which I do. I have a 3.0 group policy, so this group policy will upgrade the 3.0 group policy. I can choose where it will be listed in add or remove programs, or programs and features on Vista or later. Modifications that I can make. If this is a copy of Office that I'm installing, at some point I'm going to have to put in a key, so that's where this add button would come into play, and a security tab. As always, there's a security tab. So click OK, and there's my new installation package. So I can close the editing window for the group policy. Now I want to right click 3.0, and I'm going to actually delete the old 3.0. I had the option to uninstall this application when it falls out of scope, and I want to link the new one. Now this is not the best way to do this, but it actually works for my experimental network. Theoretically, I should have an OU in here called Firefox Users and a group called Firefox Group. I should apply the policy to the Firefox Users OU and put all the people that actually need Firefox in the group called Firefox Group. So that way it's more granular that way. But I want to have Firefox available on any machine that I decide to log into, so I just applied it to the whole domain. Okay, so now that that's there, let me go over to the Windows 7 machine. I'll have to update group policy. So start, CMD, right click, run as administrator just for good use. GP update /force, which means force a group policy update, /boot, which means reboot the computer if it's required, /log off, which means log me off if it's required. It will require me to log off once this group policy takes place, because I do have the option to install it upon login. There we go. So it's going to require me to log off. And then as soon as I log back in, it should install Firefox 3.5. Okay, so now I'm back in the machine, and if I start Firefox, it should check the currently installed add-ons. It will. Currently installed add-ons for my new version of Firefox. So that means I upgraded from 3.0 to 3.5. So that's how you do a software upgrade on using group policy, uninstalling the old version and upgrading to the new version, 3.5. Hopefully you've learned something from watching this video and you get to play with the server more for it. Thank you for watching.